Her 9000's game room.
Okay, so Batman, the 2013 arcade game, is an arcade vehicular combat game, obviously based on the DC Comics character Batman. It's developed by Specular Interactive and was released by Raw Thrills in 2013. The game can be played single player or, in some cases, multiplayer if there is a linked cabinet. Basically, you control the Batmobile as Batman, driving through Gotham City, trying to recapture supervillains who have escaped from Arkham Asylum. Now, on starting the game up, you can choose which villain you are going to pursue. Joker, Bane, Mr. Freeze, and each of these gameplay routes is available in an easy and hard version. So you have to use the Batmobile to chase and eliminate specified targets. These could be vehicles which are filled with henchmen or other Batman villains. And you also get to fly the Bat plane from the Dark Knight Rises. And you get weapons upgrades. I'm trying to think of a game which is sort of quite like this. To be honest, it's kind of a Chase HQ. Or the sequel to Chase HQ, Special Criminal Investigations. But instead of shooting a pistol at the side of the car, you've got triggers on your control stick which control the guns built into the Batmobile. Now, a great thing is that for those people who've been fans of Batman for a long time and know the history of all the various films and series, or for somebody who's into a very particular Batman, there is a great selection of different Batmobiles. There's the Batmobile from the 1966 TV series, there's the Batmobile from the Tim Burton film, there's the Dark Knight Batmobile, there's the Batmobile from Batman the Brave and the Bold, the one from the Arkham Asylum games, and that's just to name a few. I think there's quite a lot of them. The machine itself is pretty cool. There is a load of LEDs on it, and you've got a Batman-styled seat and a steering wheel with feedback. There's a large glowing bat emblem above the cabinet, and, you know, it's great. When you sit in it, shift back in the chair, grab the stick, you really feel like you are in charge of the Batmobile. There's a heck of a lot of spoken dialogue in the game, animated boss characters, and it just really goes to help make you feel like you are the Batman. Now, you know, this game was never converted to anything, as far as I know, outside of the arcade, which is a crying shame. Yeah, I wouldn't want to spend £40 on something which obviously is built for the arcade. If you could just keep pressing continue instead of having to shove money in, you'd see the end quite easily. Stick this up as a budget game, 15 quid, I'd be all over this. I'd buy it and work my way all the way through it. As it stands though, probably every time I go to the coast, while the machine's there, I'm going to chuck a pound in. I have found that being a 2013 machine, when you find it, sometimes there's some damage. I went on one and basically you couldn't fire your guns because the triggers had seized up somehow. You could press them, but clearly something inside had seized or snapped, and you're going to come across, you know, fag burns and other unsightly things, which is a crying shame. I suppose that's why places have started getting arcades where you pay to go in and the machines are maintained and it's sort of a, you know, lap-free environment. But personally, I like my arcade games being in stereotypical arcades that anyone can walk in. If you see this game, I've seen it be £1, I've seen it be 50p. Give it a go if you're into Batman in even the slightest or vehicle combat games. It's a cracking game. I suppose, you know, I seem to be saying that a lot of arcade games are good, but they are. But they're built very much for show and to give the right kind of thing to drag you in. And, you know, the companies that are doing this have been doing this a long time. And if a game was so rubbish it never got touched, I wouldn't be finding it out in the wild, would I? It would have been pulled out of circulation and its cabinet probably reworked into something else. That's Kerr9000 saying, have a great rest of your day, be excellent to yourself and others. Laters, taters. Hi, it's Kerr9000. Thank you for checking out my video and for making it to the end. If you'd like to subscribe, then there'll be a little thing for you to click on right near the end, and you'll also see a link to one of my videos and one of my playlists. I make reviews of horror films, both modern and retro video game reviews, science fiction film reviews, and all kinds of other stuff. I even show off some of my collection. You can also find me on the Retro Gamer Unofficial Forum, which is a great place for retro gaming chat, and it keeps on growing every day. It's well worth checking out. Once again, thank you very much and have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.